So to calculate the value of your time, the first thing is to find out how much are you earning per month currently. Now when you find that out, divide it by 4, meaning per week. What's the amount in per week? So let's say you are earning ₦1,000,000 per month. So when you divide that by 4, that'll give you 250,000 per week. Right? So when you find out per week, then ask yourself, how many days in a week am I working? Most times, most likely, you may be working 5 days a week, and depending on you, you really have to judge how many days a week are you really working, right? If it's 5 days a week, then you divide the 250,000 by 5 days, so that gives you 50,000 per day. Now, when you have the 50,000 per day, you also ask yourself, how many hours in a day do I actually work? How would you know this? So if you are a online entrepreneur that actually works from home, for example, it might be difficult for you at first because you might be thinking, I don't actually have like a set number of hours I work per day. I just work as it goes. But then look at, when do you wake up? When do your chores and your morning routines, and then when do you now get to go to your phone, sit down, and actually start doing the responding to messages and all those things. So if it's 9 a.m. in the morning or 10 a.m. in the morning, on average, start from there. Then when do you usually like kind of start dwindling in your mind, and you start losing motivation, and you start going to wanting to go to bed or something like that, then that's going to be the time that you probably wrap up for the day. So maybe it's like 9 p.m. in the night, so it means that you work for 12 hours. Now, so you might have sometimes in between the day, you might not be working, taking a rest, going to do something, going to church, going to like, so eventually you might end up saying you work maybe 8 hours per day. Some people it can be 6 hours per day. So divide the amount you earn per day by the number of hours you work. That gives you your hourly rates. That tells you what you earn per hour. Now, when you know what you earn per hour, it means that any task that is not going to help you, so any task that you are going to do that's not going to make you the what you earn per hour, you should probably find a way to delegate it and pay someone lower than you earn per hour to get it done. Any task that is above that or is equal to that, that's what you want to spend time doing. So the reason for knowing your hourly rate is to know how much you charge. Then there are also another way which I'm going to share with you in a moment. So now, what should you be earning per hour? This is your goal. So now the next thing is to find out what exactly is my financial goal, right? As touching my life, my business, right? So if you are earning ₦1,000,000 per month, and now your financial goal is 5,000,000 naira per month, so you will do the same calculations, right? When you do the same calculations, you also, when you get to the hourly rate, so 5,000,000 naira per month means that you'll probably be doing 250,000 naira per day. If you divide that by maybe 8 hours, let's just assume it's 10 hours, 25,000 per hour. That's your rate. Now, when you do your goal, it's a bit different, because in your goal, you are actually going to be calculating based on productive hours, because you want to ensure that you really work harder than usual. So you can now multiply by 3. So the reason why you multiply by 3 is because normally you most likely are not going to be productive per hour. So you want to cover for those unproductive hours, so you multiply by 3. So if it's 25,000 per hour, then you multiply by 3, making 75,000 per hour. That should be your goal, your income goal per hour rate. And that's what you start focusing on. How can you improve your skills, your knowledge, your abilities to get to that point where you charge that amount per hour? So hope that's clear and hope that helps you. Let me know.